Okay, so I guess I'll just hold it like this because I don't like how it looks when it's like down here. I'm like, what the hell? So I'll just hold it wide. It's like this. So this is my recap of my first day in Ghana, Accra. And let me tell you why I'm giving the entire day a two. So my first flight was delayed, which is fine. It happens. And I'd rather the flight be delayed than it crash. You know what I'm saying? Fix whatever you need to fix or whatever's going on. I don't really know. Um, I flew out of SF. I went to New York. In New York, I had a 45-minute layover, but then the flight was so delayed to the point where my layover became 7 minutes. I did make it to the next flight. The first crew on my first flight was cool, but the one from New York going to Accra, there was only like three flight attendants I liked. Everybody else was hella rude. I got to write Delta. And also, they messed up my bag. Like, it's cracked. So, this is what they did to my bag. Like, completely messed my bag up. Like, look at that. My poor baby. But anyways, after that, we flew into Accra. To get out of Accra into like through customs, that usually takes sometimes up to like an hour. It took literally 10 minutes. Like, but they said something about us being like the kind of like first morning flight or something like that. But it doesn't matter. It was nice. I flew Delta too, so but Delta was also the one that did it to my bag. But anyways, so flew. The customs was like really quick. Some dude was trying to help me with my luggage, but I was like, my guy, I got this. Like, I got this. Like, I got my luggage here without you. I will get it to the hotel without you too. So, but he was really cool. I got my luggage. Everything was fine. I was really excited. They even had people at the bathrooms to like help you, I guess. Um, so that was cool. I was trying to find a sister to like show me around because of course there's a bunch of guys that would love to show you around, but I don't want men to show me around. I want a lady to show me around. So then I got out of the like literally outside, stepped outside of the airport, and it was a bunch of people like I guess like to chauffeur and stuff like that. So my hotel was picking me up for free. So I was like, cool. That's something that I like, that and the free food, the free all day food. So I was like, okay, cool. Um, so then how do you call it? Hold on. Oh, so the guy that I stepped outside, apparently he was security, and I was like, hey, my hotel's supposed to be picking me up. He asked me what hotel. I told him. He told me he was going to turn on his hotspot so he can call them. He tried calling them, they're not picking up. I was thinking instantly, I was like, oh, he got a friend that like shuttles and stuff like that, and he gonna try to get me to shuttle him or whatever. Um, and but on a for real note, the Ubers here are like $3. So just so everybody knows, like heads up. Or you can do this thing called InDrive. That's there too. Um, what do you call it? So eventually he ended up walking me over to the guy that because it was a guy like really like waving me down like hard, but he was a dude waving me down. I was just like, sir, I'm not interested. That was the first thing I was thinking because I'm just like, it just happens a lot. I know people be like, oh, y'all women be, but it happens so much to the point where it's just like you think everybody's trying to do it. So then we went over and talked to him. He was the one that was supposed to show me around. I was like, hey, you were waving me down. He was like, yeah, because he was supposed to bring you over to me. He wasn't even supposed to be doing all of this. So then old boy walks me over, but then the security guard is still behind us, which I was like, thanks, And when I say thanks, I mean thanks, like goodbye, like I'm leaving. I'm walking with this guy because he's my, the one that's going to take me to my shuttle. But he's still walking, and he's like, well, I don't really know if he works for the hotel. That's what the security guard was telling me. He's like, well, I don't really know if he works for the hotel, so give me your number just so I know you made it safe, which scared me. So then the dude that was doing the shuttle got pissed. He was like, don't do that. He started going off in his language, like, and I could tell he was real pissed. He was like, don't do that because it did create fear in me because I was just like, what the fuck? Excuse my language, but I was like, what the helly? Um, so then I was like questioning the dude. I was like, yep, so how did you know I was at this hotel? And how did you know? And how did you know? I was definitely grilling him and made him show me some paperwork and stuff like that. So then it took 2 hours for the hotel that I'm staying at. There 2 hours for them to pick me up. I'm not recommending them to anybody. Um, I'm not gonna tell you who they are right now. Stay tuned, but they're terrible. Uh, so then they picked me up. They apologized, which is okay. You apologized, and then they took me to the hotel, which only took about like 15 minutes. I didn't know. I had to make sure he was the right guy too, because the security guard scared me. So then I'm here at the hotel. I come in. I'm trying to put everything through booking.com, but they told me that I can just pay them. They told me exactly what the price is going to be. They overcharged me 25 bucks. So then I'm going on about them overcharging me. And they were like, oh, the current currency like rate or something like that. And I'm just like, okay. And I told them, I said, well, when I get back to my country, I'm going to let booking.com know that you guys overcharged me. So then he was just like, well, you can check in early. You can check in at noon instead of 2. Why when I checked on my whatchamacallit, I check in at noon. Let me show you. As you can see, look, noon is when I check in. So he was just saying that to calm me, but noon was when I was supposed to check in. So then, whatever, I check in at noon. I get in the bed, I'm sleeping. They overcharged me 25 bucks. What else? I'm gonna just talk to booking.com when I get back, because I'm just like, I'm not dealing with them, because they're not trying to. They want that 25 bucks so bad that they're willing to get like, and like they're willing to get like more. I guess the 25 bucks is that serious, and I can tell that he's trying to get me to be quiet about it, but I'm gonna just play along, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just play along, and when I get back, I'm about to sing like a canary. But anyways, so my first room. This is my second room that I got, right? My first room had a roach, and then he was like, "Did you get a picture of it?" I didn't get a picture of it. The roach moved so goddamn quick, and that's why I got all these lights on, because I don't want another one to just come out of the woodworks. Also, I bought wine. I bought a bottle of wine. It's $30. Mind you, what kind of like, I was telling the lady, I was just like, this will be my last thing I buy here. And because everything is like so upcharged. And I was just like, it's fine. I'll just go to the liquor store. Like, it's not a problem, because the wine is probably like $5 if I go to the liquor store. But here is $30. And I just be like, I already paid $1,300 to be here, and then it's like, I'm not rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not rich, and I'm just like, these motherfuckers ain't getting my. Excuse me. These people ain't getting my no more of my money. I'm like, I'm so cool. Like, I'm so cool. But I am gonna go to the pool. I couldn't get a refund, and since I'm in another country, I can't get a hold of Booking.com. So to let them know what's going on. So yeah, my review is going to be something else. It's going to be the truth. That's what it's going to be. Because mind you, if he would have just charged me what he was supposed to charge me, I would have never gave him a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like the stuff is like pricey here, but that's usually at a hotel stuff is overpriced. Like, I'm not, that doesn't, like, it doesn't like bother me. It's just that everything, like from them picking me up late at the airport to him being like, oh, we'll check you in early at noon, when noon is the actual time to check in. Talking about what's usually 2 o'clock, so you're lying. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just like, okay, I will definitely be complaining. So, but there's nothing I can do now. All I can do is make the best out of Accra, and that's why today was a 2 out of 10. The only thing that was good today was that I found the young lady that'll help just show me around on Thursday, and that the airport was like super, super quick. That was the only thing. So, but I'm pretty sure once I get around the locals and I start eating and hanging out, I think it's going to be a time. I think I'm going to have a really good time. So, but this place ain't getting no more of my money.